off me! Get off! Hey, get out of here! No!
Welcome to First Person Defender, where good guy role players come face to face with unknown attackers in real-world scenarios and fight their way out.
Back up!
Each episode of First Person Defender features a situation straight out of real life.
The last time you drive in a
This is First Person Defender. In this episode of First Person Defender, Carson is a homeowner with a nice truck in the driveway. Will he be able to keep himself and others safe when unexpected company stops by? And it gets more complicated when a friend is with him.
My name's Carson, and I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Started shooting back sophomore year of high school, worked at a gun store all through college, and been in love with it ever since. I love to shoot with the local training groups, and it's one of my favorite hobbies. A lot of people have told me that Simunition makes you forget everything you've ever learned whenever you're getting shot at, force-on-force scenarios. So I'm excited to get that dose of reality and see if I retain any of the stuff I've learned in the past.
Because Carson is more experienced, he's liable to want to test his skills, which sometimes they think that means how fast can I draw and how accurate can I shoot, but sometimes the answer may be to just get away. So we've set it up for the first scenario. The way to win it is to not get in a gunfight at all.
I have no clue what I'm getting into. I've seen the show before, know the kind of scenarios that you guys offer, but I enjoy being in the dark and not knowing what's coming.
This force-on-force training uses Simunition, a non-lethal alternative to live ammunition. The camera crew wears yellow shirts and are considered to be invisible to role players.
Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on?
Hey, man, you got some keys for this car? You got some keys for this car?
Index! Carson, how you feeling?
Adrenaline's going.
Yeah?
For sure.
Tell me what happened.
Came out of my house, I was trying to get in my Suburban, and somebody was trying to break in.
What did you do when you saw him?
I panicked.
Yeah?
I probably overreacted, but it looked like he was trying to get in my vehicle.
Okay.
So my first instinct was to hover my hand over my gun. As soon as I saw him draw, that's when I decided to draw myself, but he didn't make a movement towards me.
Looks like you got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the arm, in the chest, right over your heart.
Yeah.
So what other options did you have?
Run.
Yeah?
Try and get in front of the house and get away from him.
Yeah? Why didn't you do that?
As soon as I saw him draw, I didn't think I had enough time to clear the distance I needed.
Okay, well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you do a little training with Barrett from Bear Co. He's gonna train you up on some options that you could have done here.
All right, so you came around, you were about in this area when you saw me. So we're roughly about 15 feet from the target here to the door.
Correct.
And your first indication when you saw me, you went ahead and asked me what I'm doing. Here I am lifting your door handles. You've told me that I'm trying to get in your car, so that's kind of what you saw with the stimulus there. Now, what took place from there is you began to close that distance. Now, we know distance equals time, because the more distance we have, the more time that we have to kind of figure out what's happening, what's the safest option, and go ahead and put that plan into action, have enough time to put the plan into action.
Right.
Let's start creating that distance. That's evasion. Let's get away from there. Now, watch that backpedaling. You want to turn and walk with your hips kind of in that forward motion, taking in information in your surroundings. There might not be the only person there. So we're moving back, we're moving back, we're moving back. Okay. So we think about that plan of personal safety. If I can get away from the danger, the bad guy can't hurt me.
Right.
So I want to evade if I have the option to evade.
So what if you have a decocker gun? A gun with a decocker. This is an FNX9. It has an external hammer, but the way you should run this is you've got this lever here, which is a thumb safety, but it's also a decocker. So it decocks the hammer. That's going to give you that double action, single action trigger. Now, yeah, you have a double action trigger, longer, heavier trigger pull on the first one, and then it goes to single action for the second one. So you could actually carry it decocked, carry it that way, or you could actually carry it decocked and the thumb safety turned on. So if you have a gun with a decocker, use the decocker.
Oh, what's up, Carson?
What's going on, KJ?
Dude, I really appreciate you letting me borrow it.
No problem at all.
I've got some stuff in it. If you'll help me unload it, that'd be great. Because, man, it ran great. You got a great vehicle.
What'd you bring? What are you unloading?
Well, I've got a tire back there because I had to pick it up at the shop, and so I've got to get that out, and then I've got the jack too. So if you could help me just unload it,
Yeah, no problem.
that'd be great. I appreciate it. Oh, you need your keys? It's right over here.
Oh,
Hey, what are you doing, man? Hey!
Hey, don't
Get
call
out
the
of this
cops,
car.
bro. Don't call the
You can't
cops.
use that.
Man, get
It's
back.
not
Just don't
yours.
call the cops.
Hey, KJ,
Get out of here. Don't call the cops.
KJ!
Hey, get back. I ain't going back to jail, dude.
Index. All right, tell me how you feeling.
Better.
You feeling better? That was kind of a crappy day, though.
Yeah, no, I tried telling KJ to back away, but
He wasn't listening, was he?
no, he wasn't.
So tell me what happened.
We came around and KJ noticed somebody was breaking into my vehicle. KJ went at him. I kind of kept my distance and tried to tell him to come back. He didn't listen and he got shot.
You're breathing pretty heavy.
Yeah, that was a rush.
You weren't running that hard.
No, it's just the situation itself is enough of an adrenaline rush as it is.
What is going through your head as this unfolds?
I'm trying to dissolve the situation and get my neighbor away from it, and I wasn't sure what to do given that he had gotten shot. I didn't know whether to run or engage the guy just to keep KJ safe in case he's still alive. I drew, I got hit in the hand. We kind of had a firefight around the vehicles. I must have dropped him because I saw him laying on the ground, and I went to KJ and checked if he was okay.
What would you have done after that, you think?
Call 911, try and find some first aid kits for him and get him a tourniquet or whatever I could do to help him.
So at this point, you were pretty much in between the two vehicles here, and I'm standing over there in the grass.
Correct.
In thinking about in this little area that we're boxed in, is there anywhere that we may be safer than where we're standing right now?
Behind one of the vehicles.
So this vehicle, right? We've got multiple vehicles that exist out here.
Right.
I'm about in this position. I just put some lead into your buddies. Your buddy's down here on the ground at this point.
Yep.
Where are we gonna go? So if you're
getting-
gonna move while you're getting that gun out from the holster, while I'm trying to get to that position that I'm gonna be safer than where I am right now, where are you gonna go? Show me. Get in that position. No, I'm over here, remember? The threat's still here. So you still wanna be able to keep eyes on me.
Yeah.
You're still trying to process that information. So keep that eyes on me.
Right.
Don't get sucked into that truck, but keep that distance back far
Got
enough
it.
where you can keep your eyes on me, but you're actually keeping your body behind there. Now, as I begin to move over here, where are you gonna go? There you go. You're working that cover. So instead of getting in that squirrel dance around the pickup truck, it's not good for either one of us.
Right.
Now, how many vehicles do you have in between
Two.
myself and you? Now you've got two.
The Smith & Wesson 642. It's a snubby, really lightweight 38 special revolver. It's an awesome carry gun, but I wouldn't say it's a carry gun for beginners. If you're an experienced carrier, experienced shooter, this may be a perfect solution. For some reason, people like to hand a snubby to a new shooter or a woman sometimes. And let me just show you, there's a little bit more recoil with this. These are regular, standard 38 special loads. So, great gun, but probably for a new shooter, a little bit more recoil. Let me just show you another option. This is the SD9 from Smith & Wesson. And this is a value entry gun, but it's a full-size 9, and I think for a lot of people, this is gonna be an easier gun to shoot. A little easier to manage the recoil on that. So, if you want to get a gun for personal defense, the snubby revolver is an awesome choice, but for a newer shooter, a full-size 9 is hard to beat.
So Carson walks out of his house to go to his vehicle, and lo and behold, there's someone that he does not know trying to gain access. They get in an argument. Immediately you see Carson's posture change, chest kind of comes out, he throws his keys, he's aggressive, he's ready for a fight. Again, we go back to seeing indecision. He draws his gun out, but he's not really sure what he's gonna do. You see him moving back and forth. He gets into the engagement. Barrett has a good tip for him. Rather than being stuck in between the vehicles, get behind the vehicle, use the whole vehicle as cover and concealment. Another option to think of was he could move left behind the hood of the Toyota. The engine block offers better cover, and now he's got angle and can keep an eye on the bad guy. Another option. As he's getting into that gunfight, he has a malfunction. He has a stovepipe. Yes, Simunition guns malfunction a bit. They get dirty, but guess what? Real guns get dirty and have malfunctions too. When you go to the range, when you go to training and practice, you can't just practice what you're good at and what you enjoy. You have to practice the difficult things, the tedious things, and that includes malfunction drills, reloads, support hand only, strong hand only shooting. All right? So, Carson had a malfunction and he had some trouble clearing it. There you go, I just put a stovepipe in. If you recognize you have a stovepipe, and you should, because guess what's it's in front of? It's in front of your front sight. Bring the gun into your workspace, same place where we do all our malfunction drills, all our reloads, our tap rack and everything. You can use your knife hand and simply sweep that casing out of the way. Voila, now it's not there anymore. Now you can aim back in and engage your target. At some point in time, Carson reloaded his gun. Again, don't reload down here. This is not your workspace. You have to look down, you have to take your eyes off of the target. I want to keep my eyes on that bad guy and see where he's going. Economy of motion, I want that gun right up here, so it's right where I drive that gun back out on target. I bring the gun in, magazine out, magazine in, and I've never taken my eyes off the target. I can go ahead, track him to where he's going, and engage again. Now, Carson did win the gunfight, but his buddy got shot in the process. Are you ready for the next chapter? Do you have the tools to save a life, and do you have the training to save a life? If you carry a gun concealed, this is part of the package. This is part of your responsibility. So make sure you get some training on not just how to shoot the gun, but how to fix a gunshot.
First Person Defender, brought to you by Springfield Armory, FN America, and Smith & Wesson.
What's going on, KJ?
Hey Carson, man, hey, Dude, have you seen my little dog? Like the little black one?
Your dog? What kind of dog?
Yeah. They're just a little like pug dog.
I haven't seen him.
Man, if you like seriously, if you see him, let me know, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, keep your eyes out.
Got it.
Oh, man, I ain't going to jail. I ain't going to jail, man.
Index! All right, now tell me how you're feeling.
A little better.
A little better.
Yeah.
Tell me what happened.
Talked to KJ, looking for his dog, come up to my vehicle, fixing to go to work. I get in and somebody's in the back seat. I heard him say he's not going to jail. Wanted to get myself away from him. He was inside the vehicle, didn't really have a place to run, so I had a chance to get away and distance myself from him.
So this time, you didn't get shot. You didn't have to shoot anybody.
He didn't get shot and everybody was
Not
okay.
bad.
Yeah.
Much better day.
Yeah.
How does this change what you learned before? How does it change what you do going forward?
Well, first and foremost, it taught me that shooting paper is nothing like a real life scenario. Whenever you're in the situation where you can get shot back at, totally changes your thinking, especially when other people are involved in the situation, like a neighbor. I'd love to take more Simunition classes, get more of that real world training versus just shooting paper like I have in the past. It's a reality check. It's a heavy dose of reality. Everything you think you know about guns just jumps out the window when you're in these kind of situations.